Hi, my name is Emile Cambry Jr. I'm an educator, filmmaker, and social entrepreneur. I run the 21st Century Youth Project, where I'm the founder and CEO. We're an after-school program and a program that actually takes place during the day, where we teach middle and high school students how to create mobile applications. In addition to that, they create a business plan around their application. They're mentored by tech executives in Chicago, the Midwest, and Silicon Valley. In addition to that, they receive free SAT math instruction. We're excited about the progress that we've had throughout the years. We've been featured on CNN, and we've also won an Edison Award as the most innovative educational program in America. I'm also an educator. I teach at North Park University's MBA program, where I teach microeconomics and quantitative decisions analysis. Lastly, I'm a filmmaker as well. Recently had a project that's been licensed to HBO and Cinemax for the next 2 years called For Flow. Also the founder and festival director of the Chicago International Social Change Film Festival, a film festival that's dedicated to showcasing films and also providing a platform for social change filmmakers and also activists, community organizations, nonprofits, and tech entrepreneurs as well. We want to have a different kind of a festival that really highlights all the change that's taking place on the ground level. Opportunities where people are doing creative, innovative things, we want to showcase them. We want to bring them together with other tech entrepreneurs, other people, activists, nonprofits. My personal mission statement is to be as innovative as possible. How do we rethink the way things are currently done? How do we ask the right questions that affect the change that we're looking for? I'm trying to look for as many ways to really become engaging, inspiring, and different so that we can get a whole set of people interested in what it is that we're doing and doing it in a way that's never been done before. Social change is the collective action of making the world a better place. We have tons of great, phenomenal, amazing people that are on the front lines every single day affecting change in the communities, in the neighborhoods, around the globe. But social change isn't as effective if we don't provide resources for those that are affecting change on the front lines. In addition to that, if they're affecting change on the front lines, we have to educate a greater body of people about all the great things that are taking place so that we can bring in more resources, so we can bring in more ideas and more opportunities for those that are affected and marginalized the most. And that's what makes social change powerful. Not just an individual, singular action, but the collective action. A film festival that showcases films that talk about making the world a little better place. How do we focus on showcasing those films? There's very few avenues to showcase films and filmmakers and opportunities to affect change with film. Film is such a transformative power. It's such a powerful force that not only can you see, you can react. And what we want to do and make this festival different, engaging, innovative, and exciting is provide a suite of also tools and places and resources and opportunities to affect change. It's one thing to watch a film and say, wow, the world is messed up. Wow, this person or this demographic is marginalized. But it's another thing to say, hey, let's provide opportunities for collective action for people who are engaged and moved or inspired by this movement to be able to affect change. One of the key indicators for me, or key metrics that I'm going to be looking at to see how powerful we were as an organization, is to see just how many people, how many hours, how many things were accomplished as a result of the film festival. We love to show films. I love watching films. I love making films. But it's another thing to be able to show, hey, this is the problem that's been exposed, and also let's try to figure out what are the solutions. And not only let's try to figure out the solutions, let's measure our progress, our successes as a festival based on how we've moved these different things forward. Whether it's how many volunteer hours have been committed as a result of the festival, whether it's how much money has been donated, whether it's how many ideas that were put into action. All those things are important that's going to make our film festival different, engaging, and exciting. Another thing is, when you talk about film festivals and social change types of films, you tend to attract a very similar type of an audience. Our goal as a festival is not only to get those who are on the ground floor, who are, on the front lines affecting change every day, but how do we inspire those that are on the fence, that say, well, I want to affect change, I want the world to be a little better, but I don't necessarily know how to accomplish those goals. If we're able to get those people off the fence, participate, be engaged, be inspired, be moved, and participate in collective action to make the world better, I think that's another indicator to show whether we've accomplished our goals. The thing is, we provide a lot of innovative programming that I haven't quite seen at any film festival. For instance, we'll have a hackathon. A hackathon is pretty much like a 24 to 36 hour period where computer programmers get together and try to solve a set of problems. So what we'll do with our hackathon is actually have nonprofits that will be signed up. They'll talk about the different problems that they have within their organizations, and we'll bring in those computer programmers to try to create some kind of platforms to solve those problems. They may not necessarily solve those problems in 24 to 36 hours, but maybe some of the ideas that were created can be something that can be implemented and executed within those organizations. That's going to be one barometer of success. In addition to that, we have a high school program. I work with high school students. My youth project is focused on high school students. So to me, I realize that high school students have a voice as well. They actually think about the things that are going on around their area and their communities and what's taking place around the world. In fact, I've just been so stunned at how sophisticated high school students are. So what we actually have is a high school program designed by high school students for high school students. And the phenomenal thing about that opportunity is that high school students get to have their voice created in affecting change. It's a 3-day program for the high school students. In the first day of the high school program, they talk about affecting change. They talk about identity. They talk about the power of storytelling, the power of filmmaking, the power of video. And lastly, they talk about what things are necessary to make their communities more efficient, more effective, and better. So we're combining high school students from all across the city. And we expect this to be just a phenomenal, engaging opportunities for youth to hear themselves and also to hear the issues that are taking place for other youth as well. On the second day, they'll actually be creating a social change film. So a short 3 to 5 minute film, they'll be working in teams, and actually they will be creating a film that we're going to be showcasing at the film festival alongside professionals as well. So we think this is a great opportunity for, one, students to get a lot of technical training on the power of filmmaking. Also, two, to learn a little bit more about some of the different issues affecting their communities. And three, to write their own direction on how they want this issue to be communicated as well. And we think that that is very empowering. So those are 2 ways in which we're trying to engage a different set of demographic to what it is that we're doing with the film festival. In addition to that, we'll have entertainment options. For instance, we'll have a fashion show that focuses on eco-friendly and sustainable clothing. So once again, it's an opportunity for those that may say, well, I'm not going to watch a social change film, but maybe I'll go to a fashion show. And maybe during that fashion show, we show films that talk about sustainable clothing and sustainable products and how important those are. And we've educated a different demographic of what the issues are affecting their community. That's what's going to make this film festival special, is providing different types of programming. And if you take a look at our speaker list, some of the best speakers, some of the most prominent figures that are on the front lines affecting change every day. But not only do we want to show the specialists, the big names, the people that are doing phenomenal things and have really impacted thousands of people, but we also want to show those budding entrepreneurs, those budding social entrepreneurs, those budding nonprofits, burgeoning products and opportunities that are going to affect the world tomorrow. Because I feel from a festival perspective or for any conference, it's great to hear about those that have accomplished a lot of great things. But it's even more powerful to me to combine that with people that are going through the growing pains at this moment of trying to get to that point. And that's what's going to make this film festival special and different.